Damn, I just broke my hood. What's up, guys? It's Tyler with Express Mobile Window Tint, and I've got another video for you guys this week. I want to take a break from the how-to videos and get a little bit more personal with you guys. I want to take you all the way back to the beginning. You guys are like my family now. I want you to feel like family when you come to my channel. So I want to take you back to the beginning, how I started my business, why I started my business. Let's get into it. All right, so we just finished up our run for the day. It's a quick 3-mile run this morning. I usually like to start off my mornings with a run. If you're an entrepreneur of any kind, it doesn't matter. You know that your day typically is filled with hard stuff, whether it be, tough customers or a job that you can't complete, whatever it is, your day is filled with hard things. So if you can start off your day doing something like getting up in the morning and going for a run, or getting up in the morning and going for a workout, that's really hard to do. Typically your bed is comfortable, you're sleeping good, you're tired, you may not wake up on time, whatever it is. So it's like really hard for you to do that. But if you can start off your day with something hard, something that you don't want to do, it makes all of the hard things that you have to encounter throughout your day as an entrepreneur a whole lot easier. Versus if you're waking up, let's say you've got an appointment at 9 a.m., you're waking up at 8, you haven't primed your mind to do tough things throughout the day. So the first moment you're hit with something hard throughout your day, it could throw you off for that day, or honestly the whole week. So whether it be getting up and going for a run, doing a workout, stretching, or just getting up 2 hours early, whatever it is that you can do to start your day off with something hard, I promise you'll set yourself up for success for the rest of the day. So I just finished up that Mach E. It looked good, man. The customer's gonna be really happy with it. With me being mobile, I can't even sit here and lie to you guys and say that every day is just perfect and I just love being mobile every single day, because I don't. There are days where it's hot, it's windy, it's like, it almost feels like it's impossible for me to get a clean, install outside. And I mean, I have some days where I wish I was in the shop, but today, it just gives me that motivation to keep going in my mobile service. So this customer didn't have time to drop their car off with me. And so they let me come to their house while they were at work. No one was at home. They opened the garage for me. They let me go inside of the garage, do what I needed to do to the car. I pull it outside of the garage, make sure everything looks good. Just the full service. And they're at work. Like, we didn't even meet. I know at some point we will. Hopefully I'll get a chance to meet the customer in person. But like, they're at work. They're not even having to think about their car. It's done. They don't have to worry about dropping it off. They don't have to worry about waiting, taking time off from work, anything like that. If that means that I have to go through days where I struggle, days where it's hot outside, and I have to redo a window a couple of times to be able to provide that level of customer service for my customers, that level of convenience for my customers, honestly, I'm willing to do it. All right, guys, we got a little story time. This is probably gonna be like the first of many stories. I got some funny stories, some not so funny stories, some motivating stories that you guys can learn from, but this is just how I got started in my business. So in 2018, I graduated college. I played football at UNC Pembroke. So after I finished playing, I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do. I didn't know if I wanted to keep playing football, if I wanted to just get a job. I wasn't really sure. So an opportunity opened up for me to actually coach at the school that I played at. It was a good opportunity. I wanted to get into coaching. That's what I thought that I wanted to do at the time. So I got into it. I liked it at first. It was fun. I was still able to be around the thing that I loved at the time, which was football, which was comfortable for me. And that comfortability did end up being somewhat of a crutch for me later, but we'll get into that. So I finished up my first season coaching. I learned a lot. I grew a lot as a person. And then COVID hits. So we're not meeting anymore as a team. We're meeting as a coaching staff, still doing, the daily meetings every single day. And honestly, I started to get bored. I just wasn't fulfilled. I didn't find it fun anymore. That love that I had for football was gone. So I knew that I wanted to do something a little bit different. So back when I was in high school, in order to make some money in the summer, I used to detail my neighbor's cars. I had a neighbor specifically live right beside us. Mr. J, if you're watching this, I appreciate you. But yeah, he would always let me detail his car in the summer just to make a couple dollars here and there. And I knew that, whenever COVID started, I'm like, okay, well, I'm not really making too much money with coaching right now. So I can detail, I can clean some cars and kind of get out and just get going. So that's how I started my business. I started detailing, and that was so much fun for me because it gave me a lot of freedom as far as my time. Whenever we were done meeting as a coaching staff, I had free time to be able to do whatever I want. So I would just detail, all around the city, where the school was. I kind of had my little clients going and everything like that. And then I would say maybe a month into me starting my detailing business, I hit a crossroads where I was making more money detailing in like 2 days than I was an entire month coaching. I didn't love coaching as much as I, did when I started. It wasn't as fun for me anymore. And detailing gave me this freedom that I hadn't had before. It gave me this sense of direction, in the sense that every decision that I made leading up to that point had been for somebody else's approval, something somebody else wanted me to do. Even me coaching was someone else's idea. Oh, you be a good coach, or you be good at football and things like that. And so detailing gave me that sense that, I was in charge of my life. So I had to make a decision on what I wanted to do. And like I said, that comfortability was a crutch for me. I felt so comfortable with football. I knew it. I mean, I had been playing football since I was a little kid. That university itself, I had been there for 5 years, so I felt so comfortable there. That decision to, go from either running my business full time, which I knew nothing about running a business. I knew nothing about like operating, getting customers. I barely even knew enough about detailing. And coaching felt so comfortable. So for a while, I was just battling back and forth on what I wanted to do. Finally, after a long conversation with my now wife, but my girlfriend at the time, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go for it. I'm just going to do it. My expenses are low. I'm fresh out of college. I don't really have too many responsibilities. Like, let's do it. Let's figure it out. If nothing else, I knew that I was willing to work hard. From the day that I quit until now, God has truly blessed me. I haven't looked back. Honestly, I don't miss the things that I was doing before as far as coaching. I worked some other little jobs. I don't miss it. My business has genuinely taken care of me since that point. I was running my detailing business for about 2 years. I had some dealership contracts and different things that I was doing. And it was really working well for me. It really was. And then fast forward to 2022, I got into window tinting. I just wanted to tint my own car. I went to AutoZone. I bought the cheapest tint that I could find, the whole kit that they have at AutoZone. I was like, you know what? I'm going to tint my car. I had just detailed it and everything. I wanted my car to look good. And that was the worst experience ever. First off, I was outside. I knew nothing about mobile tinting. I knew nothing about tinting at all, let alone mobile tinting. And so it was the worst experience possible. But for me, there was something in that struggle of not knowing how to tint, it being really hard, but it being very technical and very detailed. I used to draw a lot when I was a kid, so it felt like I was an artist in a sense. I don't know. That really like sparked my attention. So I wanted to learn more about window tint and see if it was something that I was actually interested in. So doing some YouTube searches, like I'm sure you're doing right now, watching this video, deciding whether you want to do it or not. I came across Tint School Online throughout my YouTube search. They had some free videos that I'm sure some of you have seen the free videos. I found Tint School Online, and I think it was like $1,000 at the time. Mind you, I didn't have $1,000 at the time. I had just quit my job, just started detailing, and all of my money was going into detailing. So my girlfriend at the time, now my wife, she actually gave me $1,000 of her college refund check to purchase Tint School Online for $1,000 exactly. I had never even had $1,000 to my name, but she gave me $1,000 to purchase this course, and that course changed my entire life. I, studied the course for about 6 months to a year, maybe. Just really just practicing every single day, just trying it out on my girlfriend's car. I tinted her car, I don't know how many times. I tinted it, that one window. I didn't do anything else on the car. I tinted one window on her car at least 20 times over and over and over, until I felt comfortable. And I would say fast forward, some years, here we are now. My journey to getting into my business has been very challenging, very tough. It's been the hardest thing I've ever done in my life, but I can honestly say that starting my business has been the one thing that's changed me and helped me become a better man and a better person. So to speak on that comfortability that I was feeling with football, that place of comfortability that I'm sure a lot of you are in, you're in a job right now or in a situation right now that feels very comfortable. You want more for your life. You want more for yourself, for your family. If you have a family, you want more, but where you are right now feels so comfortable. I want you guys to know it is impossible for you to grow and for you to be the person that you're called to be in a place of comfortability. There's no growth that can happen in a place where you're comfortable. You have to get out. You have to challenge yourself. You have to fail. You have to try things you've never done before in order to fully grow. So that's just a little short story of how I got started in my business. It's impossible for me to cover 5 full years in business in just one YouTube video. But like I said, you guys are my family. So I'm going to give you guys the complete story here and there throughout different videos. I'm going to just tell you guys different things that I've been through, different things that I've learned, different things that, have shaped me as a business owner. And honestly, the biggest thing that I want to show you guys is how you can do it yourself, how you can get customers, how you can get repeat customers, how you can market, how you can do Google ads and things like that. I want to show you guys the full blueprint of how I got here in my business. I don't want anything from you. I'm not charging you guys. I don't want you to pay me anything. I just want you guys to support me with subscribing. Man, this tripod's hating on me. All I need from you guys is the support. That's all I need from you guys is just a support, a like, a comment, a follow. That really means a lot to me. And I'll keep giving you guys videos just like this one. It's 6:30 on Thursday. I'm headed to do a pretty big commercial job. I'm gonna be tinting the full store. Yeah, I'm pretty tired. I didn't really get a lot of sleep last night, and it's early. It's actually a holiday, so the grind don't stop no matter what. Let's get into it. This is my canvas for today, guys. I'm an artist today. Got my matcha. Let's get it done. All right, guys, it's the next day. That commercial job went well. They ended up getting very busy. Like, they're a pretty big pool hall, I guess you would call it. And they got very busy, so I didn't get a chance to like record the after, but they loved it. They have 2 tables that they're not able to rent out in the afternoon. They said that yesterday they were able to rent it out. It wasn't as hot in the area, so we did our job. It is Friday now. We have our last 2 jobs of the week. We've got 2 cars today, and then I gotta work out later. Let's get into it. First job of the day, did this Suburban. So we tinted the 2 front windows to match the back. So we went with 20%. Ended up being a great match, actually. Almost perfect. And then we also gave them a quote for pretty much the whole back half of the house. All right, guys, I just made it home. I didn't end up doing the second car. It actually got rescheduled for next week. So we'll take care of that one next week. But yeah, I just made it home. I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my Friday. It's hot here, so I'm gonna probably go inside and just chill for the rest of the day. If you made it this far in the video, I really appreciate you just hanging out with me and kind of going through the week. I'll catch you guys on the next video.